Okay, welcome back to Calculus 2. We are looking at the series 4 plus 3 to the n over 2 to the n, and we're going to see whether or not this converges or diverges by use of the comparison test. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to say, I think that 4 plus 3 to the n is going to be greater than 3 to the n. Okay. When I go ahead and multiply by 1 over 2 to the n, on both sides, these are positive numbers, so I'm not changing the inequality. So I think we could pretty much our first statement of like say three to the n plus four is going to be bigger than just three to the n. Okay, so we can go ahead and look at that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to examine the sum from n is equal to 1 to infinity of 3 over 2 to the n. I'm just using rules of exponents to change 3 to the n over 2 to the n into 3 halves to the n. This is a geometric series, okay? Right, it doesn't start with n minus one. It probably should, but it's still a geometric series with my r is greater than one. At that point, I know that 3 over 2 all raised to the n power as a series diverges. Okay, and since 4 plus 3 to the n over 2 to the n is greater than this number, it's bigger. This is really important as far as like diverging versus converging. If the thing you're comparing it to diverges and yours is bigger, then yours is also going to diverge. Okay? If it's you're looking for convergence, you're going to say, whatever we have, whatever we're trying to compare it to must be smaller than that. But since 4 plus 3 to the n over 2 to the n is greater than 3 to the n over 2 to the n, and since 3 over 2 raised to the n power diverges, 4 plus 3 to the n over 2 to the n diverges by comparison. Okay, so that's pretty much how you do a problem like that. Just try to make sure that you got the inequality going in the right direction. That's like the hardest thing about the comparison test, and everything else should work out just fine with that one. Okay. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one and take care until then.